Morning, guys. Wednesday. Okay, today we're going to talk about three things very quickly. We're going to talk about just some body soreness and specifically the low back. We'll talk about some stretches, flexibility, and inflammation a little bit. So, low back area is usually a target area for adults, as we get older, because of posture reasons, even the way I'm sitting right now, whether it's our work life or, just the way furniture is made. I talked about posture when you're sitting on the toilet. All those things, it kind of puts a lot of stress on our low back. So I'm going to share some low back stretches that I use every day. If you had Phi Ed with me first semester, it's what we did every day. Just because as you get older, low backs, they kind of go out on us a little bit. So some good stretches to keep in mind. And I'll show those at the end of the video. Some other things to keep in mind too. Sometimes it's not the exact area wherever you're feeling the pain. So let's use the low back as an example. It's not always the exact area that you need to be focusing on. So for the low back, if I'm feeling some tightness, it could be our hamstrings. Okay, our hamstrings are directly connected to our low back. So if you spend time stretching and working on your flexibility in that area, it will naturally loosen up your low back as well. Okay, so something to think about, and that's with the rest of our body too. My good buddy Kyle, who's a chiropractor, one thing he talks a lot about is the body works diagonally and opposite. So if I have pain in my right hip, he actually starts looking at the left knee and the left ankle. Okay, or if I'm having pain in my left knee, he's looking diagonally at like the right ankle and the right hip. That's how the body works, because you try to compensate for wherever your weakness is. And another thing, sometimes there were stretches that I would do with you guys first semester in Phi Ed, and you would complain that there was soreness, that you weren't able to do the stretch. It hurts. I can't do this. It hurts. Another thing to think about too is your diet. Okay, I talk about how consuming sugar increases inflammation, and inflammation brings soreness too. So sometimes it's not necessarily what you're doing physically, as far as stretching and the activity you're doing. It's actually your body's response to what you're eating, and that's affecting what you're able to do and what you're able to not do. So just another thing to think about. Now we'll do the stretches. I'll talk you through them first, and then I'll show you. The first one I do is I lay on my back. I bring my legs together, side to side, very slowly. I try to do it in sync with my breathing too. I do that a couple times. Then I do single leg, side to side. Then I'll flip over. I'll do single leg side to side again on my stomach. From there, I'll roll back over and I'll do some yoga poses. I'll do child's pose to cobra. And then do that a couple times. Then I'll go on my hands and knees, and I'll do two more yoga poses. I'll do cat and cow. Do that a couple times. And then the last one I just sit into a really deep squat. I try to keep my heels on the ground, and I'll reach my hands forward just to lengthen my low back and give it a nice stretch. All right, so here it is. I'll do each one once or twice, probably a lot faster than I would usually do, okay? All right. So what I would challenge you guys to do today is that literally takes 1 minute. So if you could do that to start your day, sometime in the middle of the day, do it again, and then right before bed, and you're gonna feel some immediate effects too. Um, so yeah, hope you guys have a great day. See you again Thursday. It's supposed to be a little bit rainy today, a little bit darker out. Those are my favorite days. Very calming. Um, so yeah, I'll see you then.